Hello. So for the question, do you believe in love at first sight? Why or why not? I don't believe at love at first sight only because at first sight you can catch the interest of someone or they can catch your interest, but it takes for you to actually get to know the person and know what kind of person they are and their personality for you to finally like build that connection. Of course, you're gonna love the person, but I feel like love is such a big thing that for that to be at just a first glance, it's a big thing to say. So as far as me, I would say I don't. I do believe in love, but I don't believe that it's at first sight just because of like how I said, like if you don't know the person, like you can look at the person and think they're attractive and that might like spark an attention and persuade you to like pursue a relationship with said person. But for you to really be in love, I think it takes not just a first glance. I feel like the way you know you're in love with a person isn't just like having like the honeymoon phase like 24/7. Like you have to go through ups and downs, and if you're still with that person and if you still see yourself with that person and you know that no matter what's gonna happen that person will be there for you, I feel like that's what love is. Knowing like every single time you see the person you get excited to see the person, you can be with them and then like miss them, but at the same time that person can annoy you, and that's normal because if you're with someone for so long, it's bound to happen. And as long as you bounce back and the love is really there, then you're always gonna love each other. That's what it would feel like and look like if you see a couple that's happy 100% of the time. That's probably not the case behind closed doors. Everyone has their arguments, everyone has their fights, their disagreements, but if there is love there, if they come together and don't let something like an argument break them up, then that's what love is. And I feel like as far as stopping when you find the true love, I feel like when you're with like your person, you know. So even if it's not like fairy tales like the movies, even though if you know in your heart that's your person, then I feel like that's your love. So the typical Tinder user is obviously someone that's single. Sometimes it can be a person that isn't single. It can either be someone looking for an actual relationship, someone looking for just to go on a date, just wants to date, explore different options, or someone that just wants to hook up for the night and be done with it. Those are the motivations and what they aim for, their goal in looking for someone. How does it changes the meaning of love and romance in the United States in relationships, because before, like, you would have to introduce yourself to a person and meet the person and hang out with the person to learn about them, and now you can go and read from their bio and know a little bit of their story, and instead of actually getting to know the person. And a lot of the times people are more bold through text message over a phone than they are in person. Sometimes the things you would say on the phone, people wouldn't say in person. So that does change things. And as far as like relationship goes, I know like sometimes if like a couple's having an argument, over the phone is never the way to solve it, only because it can be misinterpreted through a text, and if you're in person you can actually feel the emotions of the person, and that also goes along with like expressing good feelings towards the person. I feel like you can only do things over the phone so much until you really need to be with the person, and that's how it's changing. As far as relationship wise, it's a lot like social media that goes around, and some people get into arguments over social media, like you don't post me enough, stuff like that. And I feel like that can really affect the relationship, which is something that wasn't a factor as far as arguments before social media was such a big thing. But those were my responses for the video project. Thank you.